Welcome, Scorpio, to your end of the month reading for April. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel, welcome, welcome. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, Scorpio, getting straight into your energy of what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. Scorpio. Best message for Scorpio at the end of the month, please. Best message for Scorpio. Ooh, something holding you back. Looks like something is holding you back. You could have had a bill that came in that was bigger than you expected it to be, or something is not going the way you thought it should be. Maybe it's going too slow. Maybe, I don't know, something's holding you back. Could be anything. Definitely a setback, no matter what it is. Okay. So clarifying on the Four of Pentacles and this setback. This card's not only going to clarify the Four of Pentacles, but the entire reading. Prosperity begins. So it could definitely have something to do with money. It could be where the prosperity begins. Whatever you were doing, maybe the prosperity is not coming in. Maybe you were going to work and then there's a setback. Okay, so we'll clarify on that and see exactly what's going on with you. Getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the present, the recent past, and the near future. Why is there this setback? What is the situation? The I know is coming out. I know about the setback is what you're saying. Okay. Love begins. Doing something that you were in love with doing and it just feels like it's not going now. Yeah, I have to have patience in the near future. So in the past, you were doing things that you love. You were going to the beach, doing this, doing that. Could be a hobby, could be anything, but you were really loving it. And it just feels like that's how you got to this setback. Going straight to the love begins. Doing things that you love. Fight on the love begins, please. Wow. Huh. Awesome. Okay, so wow, with the love begins, you literally have, we're gonna put these kind of together because it's kind of interesting. Let's put them down here. With the love begins, it's definitely going after a dream, a hobby, something that you loved, something that made you feel so happy. Could be doing a dream job, doing, you know, whatever it is you're doing. Like I said, could be taking that boat out on that river. It could be anything, getting back to the movie theater, whatever. With the King of Swords, you have two Aquarius cards here, so somebody could definitely be dealing with Aquarius. You might have been doing the things you love with an Aquarius. And the love really began with this Aquarius. Now, maybe for some of you, it's a love reading more than money. Maybe it's, you know, I love being with my Aquarius, right? I like the power. I like the force of them. I like the way that they analytically think. I'm just in love with this Aquarius. They're my dream person. I'm super happy with them. They make me smile, you know, and they take me out to do things that we love to do together. For others of you, you were working on a dream. It could be a dream job, a hobby, whatever. It made you feel like you had power. It made you feel professional. It made you have the determination with the King of Swords. You're very determined to continue doing what you love, whatever you love, just period, right? It might have even been something you've dreamed of doing forever, you know, but it does feel like all of a sudden you have this setback from this. This is what you're set back from. Not being able to go to the river. Maybe now you don't have the resources to pay for the gas. The gas is too expensive to fill up the boat. You know, King of Swords is going back to work, right? Now there's a setback. Maybe King of Swords is not going to work and there's a setback, right? Maybe I'm not going to work, however it is. But you know that this setback is coming. And like I said, it could even be that this setback is a bill coming in that's going to keep you from doing the things you love. So many different scenarios for you guys. Okay, so take what resonates, what doesn't, throw away. But, you know, you're waiting for the prosperity begins, and it feels like this is where the prosperity began. So you're feeling prosperous. Prosperity doesn't always have to be money. It's just things you love, right? The abundance of it all. Feeling happy. Okay. And you know, King of Cups upside down, that's yourself, Scorpio, saying, I'm a little emotional over this, and I know that this is what's holding me back. Is it your emotions that are holding you back? Did something happen, you know, that you got, whatever this setback is making you emotional, and you know it. You know your emotions are not great. You're not perceiving things the way maybe you should be, but you know that. Trying to move on from this, trying to get back where you are, but you do feel the pain and the sadness. It is giving you anxieties, and it does feel like you are not getting a rest, sleep. Wow, nightmares. It turned into a kind of a nightmare, whatever it is that the setback was. Okay. It's not making you rest well at night. You're having some insomnia, some nightmares. It feels like you're living in a nightmare where everything was beautiful. Okay. Could be money's lost love. No matter what it is, it's something you loved is now lost because of whatever is setting you back. And in the present, you are not feeling the achievements. You are not feeling the happiness. You are not feeling like your cups are coming in. You might feel a little lost, especially with the Nine of Cups sitting on top of the swords over here. It feels like almost kind of a lost feeling. Not knowing exactly where to go at this time because the setback is really hurting. Okay. So it just feels like you can't get back to where that love begins because something is holding you back from it. What is it? For some of you, it could be the underdetermination from your swords not coming towards you anymore. It's like they just kind of took off. For some of you, they may have ghosted you. For others of you, it's like they're at work or they're doing other things. You know, for some of you, and here's the hard one. I hate this one. I hate that. For some of you, it was like, reminds me of that song, you guys. It was like the summer of '69, you know. We were hanging out on the porch, and then all of a sudden they disappeared. And then all of a sudden they went somewhere else. And so it looks to me like some of you, they found someone else. It was like a great adventure you had with this person for about a month or so, and then they found someone else and took action somewhere else with another person. Could be with an Aries. However it is that they built their, it could have been building their love up with a Capricorn or an Aries. Could even be a Taurus. Could be a Taurus Aries, right? Aries Taurus, excuse me. And they could have totally, you know, met someone else, left, and then it, you know, and for some of you, it might not even be that way. Maybe it was your best friend who left because they found a lover. And so they don't really want to hang out much anymore because now they have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, right? And so it's like, hey, you left me hanging. I have nobody to go to the beach with. I have no one to, you know, hang out with. And that could be a huge scenario here. So it's kind of like they left you hanging. And it's such a setback for you because that was your fun, you know? And I really kind of feel like they put this third party before you. And then for others of you, it does really feel like that summer of '69. We had this great, you know, maybe spring break vacation. I met you. We had so much fun. And you're gone. You found a new love, you went somewhere else. And then for others of you, it's a money situation, literally a money situation, a job money situation. It's almost like you are doing something you love, but then maybe it was a hobby, but work calls you away from the things that you love, so you can't do that hobby. You can't go out to the beach because you're working too much, or your husband's working too much. And so it's a huge setback. So take it how it resonates. It could be 1,000 things, but those are the 3 really big ones that I'm getting. Super big. And especially that one that has something to do with gas prices. So whoever that's for, it's like, we can't go out there because the gas is so expensive. I cannot take the boat out this year. And that just is killing me. Yeah. Just feel like, just be patient though, my friends, because in the near future, you definitely have the leap of faith. There is going to be a turnaround. You just have to be patient to wait for the new beginnings, or take the leap of faith. To try to get back to what you want. It's just going to take a lot of action for you to have to do this. So it's like you're going to have to be patient before just jumping off that cliff is really what it is. It does feel like though, like I said, with the Ace of Wands though, you will have a turnaround. You will get back to the passion of where the love begins. All of this is going to turn around. Why? Because then the prosperity will begin again. So where you felt prosperous and now you really, I mean, really right now, guys, you know, holding back on the prosperity begins, you'll get back to where your love is. And even if you're looking for a new love, and, you know, it does not say this person's coming back, though. Okay? I'm not going to say that they're not. We don't know that, right? Well, what I'm saying is right now, it's not showing we're going to say Aquarius, coming back, right? That's not what it's showing. What it's showing is you'll get back to where the love begins. You'll get back to the happiness, yes, in a harmonious place that you feel happy, okay, without feeling like this was a setback. And I'm not going to say, too, that you're Capricorn, you know, that this Aquarius with this new love of, you know, hey, as far as you know, this relationship doesn't mean for your best friend that it's going to last forever, right? You could say, you know, I'm done with you. I'm going back, you know, and then come back and say, hey, I'm gonna fire up the boat. You know what I mean? So you can't say that either, because that's, you know, I don't see any of that. I don't even feel that coming up. So, but it is definitely getting back to your Ace of Cups, and your Ace of Cups is definitely going to be the love begins. It's just going to be a little bit different. Why? Because with this new beginning as the Fool is always different, right? It's not the same. It's always taking this chance. It's always taking this new route, this new leap of faith. It could mean that you're going to have a Sagittarius come in that you're going to meet, right? To take the Aquarius's place. Yeah, as a new friend or however. So you don't know that. But what it is saying is there is a perfect timing for you to get back to the Ace of Cups. And if you're overworking and you don't get to do your hobby or whatever it is you love to do, or go out and do things, it's saying be patient, because your time will come in the perfect timing. So I do see, you know, for some of you, it's definitely this new friendship that, you know, that you might meet. Maybe a coworker or somebody is like, hey, you know, I'll go out with you. Something of this nature. But it's definitely going to be different. The Fool's always different. It's never the same. It's not the same, right? Never. It's because it's a different kind of route you're taking. Yeah, with the Eight of Cups, it's like you're leaving that old type of energy for this new, different route, right? It's gonna, you know, it is the Ace of Cups, but it's gonna still not feel 100, right? It's not gonna feel like that summer of 69. It's not gonna feel like, you know, it did when you were with your Aquarius. It's gonna be different, okay? It is. Because now we're going to say now you're with Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a little different from Aquarius, right? And plus they're two different kinds of people. Shit, they're two different kinds of signs. You know, I mean, seriously, I mean, way, right? You're going straight fire, you know, from air to fire, two different kinds of people. They might have some still qualities within them, you know, and to still be fun and do the things you want. In fact, Sagittarius is super highly adventurous, so you might even, just saying, you might have more, even way more fun, right? So, but you're a little more adventurous. So, but it's definitely going to get you in your head a little bit, you know, because you do want to go out and have fun, and it shows you're going to do so. You're going to get back to what you want and what you love. It's just going to be, it's going to take you a little more time. It feels like there's a little bit of a blockage within you, though, Scorpio. Why? Because it's not what you want. It's got this change to it, which you don't really want that change. You want this way. And it really does feel like you want it more just this way. You want it to be, you know, the way it was. So I'm going to say with the Two of Swords, it's, yes, I'm going to go out and have fun. We're going to say with Sagittarius. But I still have this kind of hesitantness to put it all out there, right? Just be happy, right? And even if it's a job, you're going to have this kind of hesitation because you're going to feel like if it's a hobby that you're doing, you're not going to feel like you're giving it all the attention that you used to give. Like, you know, maybe you can only paint. If you're used to painting a whole picture, you know, a whole canvas, you know, within 10 hours or something, you don't have that time anymore, right? So now you're going to have to cut it into pieces, and you're like, I don't want to do that, right? I don't want to cut my canvas up. I don't want to have to do some on Saturday, some on Sunday, and then wait till Wednesday to finish it because I'm at work. So it's kind of like a stickler for you, right? Because you know, if you're in a creative flow, you know, most people want to try to get as much done as possible. You know, and even if it does take 3 days to get a canvas done, I don't know, I don't paint. But maybe you're used to doing them in a row, so you can keep that creative flow, right? But now it feels like, well, I have to do it Sunday, and then I have to do it Tuesday, and that's going to mess up the creative flow, right? But you're still going to do it. It's just, it's not the way I want it, right? And that's really what it kind of feels like. So you're going to have a little bit of hesitation. Don't give up, though, the things you love. Don't do that, because it does show the prosperity begins. It feels like it's just a very temporary thing. Like I said, it doesn't show that Aquarius is coming back, okay, or Aquarius is dumping Capricorn, okay? It doesn't feel like that. That's what it feels like, is a new situation at the time that, yeah, just to have faith and have fun. Just, and have fun, because the prosperity is going to begin for you in the ways that you love. So don't leave your prosperity. Just enjoy life. And yes, enjoy life and just be happy. Okay? Yes, things have changed, but just enjoy the change. Okay? And everything will be fine. Until next time, my friends, peace and love. Bye-bye.